Hello everybody and welcome to the OANDA Forex Market Outlook for week commencing the 19th of May. My name's Simon Clarke from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing a few markets that I'm keeping a close eye on for opportunities this week. Now, the first market I want to talk about here is dollar yen. Now, dollar yen is on my radar because we've just been breaking through some key support levels through here. You can see from the structure of the trend here on the weekly chart, this market, well, certainly for some period of time, it's been in a sideways consolidation. And this lower level here, if I just zoom into this lower level here is the level of key significance to me. It's around the 101.50 level. It's been support a number of times and we've just broken underneath this level. If we come down to the daily chart, we can start to see this price action in a bit more detail. We can see through here, this level's been tested a number of times. Price has now sort of eventually broken through it. We've got all of our moving averages in the right order. We've also got a low, a lower high and a lower low. So we've got a structure of a downtrend here as well. And we've also got some nice convergence, some nice agreement here with our indicators to the downside in the same direction as the trend. So what I like to do here on this type of market is just to start to see where potentially the market may retrace to. Where could be the next support and resistance level that I see here in price. And I've had to zoom right the way out just to be able to start to see the price action going back far enough. So the next sort of level that I can see here is possibly around this parity level through here. It's a big psychological number, the parity level. We've got resistance, support, resistance right the way through here, but there's pretty much nothing in the way to resist price for a move down to this area. So the important thing to me is that there's potentially quite a reasonable move to the downside. Or it doesn't mean to say that price will get down there, but it just means that there's nothing in the way for potentially price to move down there. So we come down onto these lower time frames and you can start to see, the structure here of the trend just looks even nicer on these lower time frames. So I'm just starting to look for opportunities below this level, below this 101.50 level. And you can see here that, well, because we've had quite a decisive break underneath it, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a retest up, bounce back up to these levels in this area, and then I'm looking for potential opportunities to the short side back down towards that parity level. Now the next market I want to talk about here is euro dollar. Now euro dollar, if we take a look here on the weekly chart, euro dollar has been in a lovely technical trend for some time, and I've spoken about euro dollar in the past. The market has recently come up and tested 140 up here. It's put in a new high, and now we've had quite a sharp retracement back down, breaking through 138 and coming back down to 137 here. So what I'm looking for here is to see whether 137 holds. If 137 holds, then we've got the 138 level above it. Below it, well, if 137 doesn't hold, well, we've pretty much got quite a long movement down. I think possibly 136 could be on the cards for the next support and resistance level. So if we come down to the daily chart, we can start to see the price action in a bit more detail. You can see how 138, 137 have been tested a number of times, and at the moment price has just found support at 137. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a bit of a pullback, after this big move to the short side, quite a violent move to the short side. And if we do, well, above it we've got 138. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a retest of 138. If 138 holds and we get a breakthrough 138 and a retest, well, the uptrend could be continuing. We could be looking for, a higher time frame move above the one, or a retest up here to the 140 level. If 138, doesn't hold, or if price finds resistance here, I should say, at 138, then we could be looking for a rollover here and then a retest of 137 at least. So just looking through, we can see here on the lower time frames, we can really start to see a bit of this turning around price action at the moment. And just knowing that we've got these nice technical levels here, which we can see has been tested numerous times before, just nice areas to start to consider helping us with our trading opportunities. The last one that I want to take a quick look at here is Euro Yen. And if we take a quick look at the weekly chart, Euro Yen, we can see here from the high, we've put a low, we've put a lower high in here, and now the market sort of failed to make a higher high. It's just started to roll over. We've certainly got some nice agreement to the downside here with our indicators, but the market now has come down. It's tested 13900, and I'll show you this level on the lower time frames. So if we come down to the daily chart, and I just zoom out slightly, you can see that 139 has been tested a number of times through here. It's been support a number of times. Price has come to 139. It's found support again at this moment, but we have got the nice context of a trend here. We've got our moving averages in the right order, lower highs, lower lows, nice agreement with our indicators, and just because we're quite away from the moving averages here, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a bit of more of a consolidation before looking for a break to the short side. And there certainly looks like there's, well, potentially nothing in the way for a reasonable move to the short side. So I'm even starting to come down to these lower time frames here. You can see down here on the 4-hour chart, I'll just zoom into this. Here on the 4-hour chart, nice strong trend, all the moving averages in the right order. Nice series of lower highs and lower lows, and just looking for, we have had a bit of a sideways consolidation along sort of 139 at the moment, so I'm just looking for 139 to get decisively broken, maybe a pullback and a retest of 139 before I consider opportunities to the short side this week. So there's a couple of 3 markets there which I'm looking for trading opportunities around those sort of key levels, and some nice sort of technical levels there in price action. So if you'd like to learn more about trading, then please come and join us on the next webinar that we're running this week. Now, the next one we're running tomorrow, it's called Getting Started in Trading. It is an introductory webinar on the Forex market. So we're going to be taking a look at some of the key characteristics of the Forex market. It's got a lot of benefits to us as traders. It's open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. So we're going to take a look at who the major market participants are, what makes Forex prices move, and review some of the benefits and some of the risks to us as traders to trade this market. So if you'd like to join us, all you need to do is to check the OANDA website, click on Learn, click on Forex Webinars, and then you can register to join. Okay, so look forward to speaking to you then, and bye for now.